if you are a young person, and even if you are 25 or older, and you are spending a lot of time looking at things up close, and you are not allowing your vision to relax, in other words, you are not giving your lens the opportunity to flatten out and for these muscles to relieve themselves of this work, you may or may not have migraine headaches. You may or may not have headaches. You might, and that could be the cause of those. But you are also training your eyes to be good at looking at things up close and not far away. And as a consequence, you are reshaping the neural circuitry in your brain. And it is not good. It is not healthy to only look at things up close.
If you are one of those people who work while sitting at a desk and staring at your computer for hours, you need to listen to the advice in this video. Performing tasks that require focusing up close with intense concentration can strain your eyes, cause vision problems, or worsen the existing visual conditions.
To this day, this still blows my mind. Cover one eye with one hand. If you're driving, maybe don't do this. If you're viewing the world around you, presumably you can see everything that's out there. I could do this with one eye or the other eye. You have a giant blind spot in the middle of your visual field. It's called your blind spot. It is the spot in which the connections, the wires from all those retinal ganglion cells exit the back of the eye and head off toward the brain. In other words, you are blind for a huge spot of your central vision, the part of your vision that's highest acuity, highest detail. And yet you don't see that ever. You cover one eye and you see perfectly fine. And it's not just because your eye is moving around really quickly. Your brain is guessing what's in that spot. This is happening all the time. Now, when you have two eyes open, the way that your eyes are positioned in your head and the way they view the world is such that they fill in each other's blind spot. So it's pretty convenient. But if you cover one eye, that's impossible, and yet you still see the world as complete. Staying indoors, just getting artificial light, and looking at things up close leads to visual defects. Okay, it's a form of kind of like visual obesity, right? The posture of your visual system, if you will, is going to be unhealthy if you're just indoors and you're not getting sunlight early in the day and for at least 2 hours per day.
The human eye consists of focusing muscles that change the power of the lenses. These muscles are stressed out when you focus on the things close to you. And since this isn't the muscle's normal position, they spasm and fatigue over time. This may sometimes blur your vision because the muscles have failed to relax and are still focusing close, even if you are now trying to look far away.
So I want you to think about this. When you look far away, when it may be anywhere from like 20 feet away from you out to a horizon that's miles or kilometers away from you, the lens can just relax. It can flatten out. And you'll notice that it actually is relaxing to look at a horizon. It's relaxing to look far away. Whereas if I look at something up close to me, like this pen or my phone or a computer screen or this microphone, it takes effort. You'll sense the effort. These days, we're spending a lot of time looking at things, mainly our phones up close and computers up close, and we are indoors. And it's actually not going to solve the problem just to look up from your computer screen. You need to go to a window. You need to look out at a distance. Ideally, you would even open the window because those windows actually filter out a lot of the blue light that you want during the daytime, a lot of the sunlight. It's actually 50 times less gets through. You want to get out onto a balcony. You want to relax your eyes and look out at the horizon. You want to go into what's called panoramic vision and let your vision expand. You want this lens mechanism to be very elastic. You don't want it to get stuck in that configuration of looking at things up close. Accommodation is a wonderful feature of your visual system, but you don't want to push that too hard, too often, or for too long. You want to view the horizon. You want to get outside, not just to lighten the load on your mind or to think about other things, but to maintain the health of your visual system.
Try to go out on a balcony or open your window to look at things from a distance. This can certainly help your muscles relax and maintain the health of your visual system.
So, how often should you do this? You might be surprised, but for every 30 minutes of focused work, you probably want to look up every once in a while and just try and relax your face and eye muscles, including your jaw muscles, because all these things are closely linked in the brainstem, and allow your eyes to go into so-called panoramic vision, where you're just not really focusing on anything, and then refocus on your work. At least every 90 minutes of looking at things up close, or even if you're looking at a screen, a television screen, or you're watching a movie, or you're indoors, for every 90 minutes of that, you ideally would have at least 20, probably more like 30 minutes of being outside, ideally, but if you can't be outside, of non-up-close vision. Now, you might say, that's impossible. How am I supposed to do that? I'm in an office or I'm in a building. Get to a window, get outside if you can do it safely, get onto a balcony, and just let your eyes relax. Many people are experiencing severe vision problems because they're not getting enough sunlight during the day. They have sleep problems because they're not viewing sunlight early in the day, and they're getting a lot of artificial light stimulation of the eye in the middle of the night. All of this is through the visual system. So migraines, fatigue, challenges with your eyesight getting worse as you age, or even in young people, there's an epidemic of myopia, can largely be dealt with by getting outside, going into panoramic vision, experiencing some distanced vision, look at things off in the horizon. If you're walking or hiking or biking, not looking at your phone the whole time that you're doing that. If you're at the bus stop or you're commuting, certainly not looking at your phone the entire time you're doing that.
Reading a book or performing other close-up activities for an extended period is associated with an increased risk of myopia. Children who use computers or smart devices for a long time are more likely to experience myopia. Taking 30 minutes to relax after work can help you de-stress. It also allows your eyes to go into panoramic vision, where you don't have to focus on anything that causes fatigue in your lenses and improves your eyesight.
So this is vital. When you move through space, whether or not it's through walking, biking, even swimming, if it's self-generated optic flow, so probably not driving or motorcycling, but yes, bicycling, as long as it's self-generated optic flow, meaning you're generating motion of your body and the visual images around you are passing by on your eyes, that is very good for the visual system. And it's very good for the mood systems and the neuromodulator systems of the brain and body that regulate mood. This is well established. I'm not telling people to get away from their phone and their computers. I spend a lot of time staring at a page, drawing, writing, texting, etc., just like you do. But we're really talking about some very simple protocols that aren't just designed to improve your sleep, but are really designed to bolster and enhance your vision. If your behaviors around vision aren't right, you cannot expect to have good, healthy eyesight for a long time. Doing these behaviors is likely to really enhance the quality of the vision that you will build and maintain over time.
Are you struggling with your eyesight? Let us know in the comment section below. If you found this video interesting or helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and press the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future uploads. Until then, take care.